Welcome back to the program. Now, with aesthetic treatments more accessible and widely accepted, the term natural beauty may become a thing of the past. A study actually revealed that in the US alone, 8.5 million people went for aesthetic treatments last year. That's up from 10% from 2011.
I was just thinking it's going to be hard to find out the truly pure natural people in a while. Well, here in Asia, demand is also booming. South Korea and Thailand, for instance, are seeing a surge in foreign patients seeking everything from chemical peels to laser hair removal.
To find out what's behind this trend, we'll speak to Dr. Ko Seok, a renowned dermatologist from South Korea and himself a provider of aesthetic treatments. Very good morning to you,
Good morning,
Dr. Ko.
Good morning.
So we're seeing countries like South Korea, Thailand, even Singapore, I mean, a big boom in aesthetic treatments. In South Korea, what do you find is some of the more popular treatments out there?
For the plastic surgery or surgical procedure, blepharoplasty, that is eye surgery, is the number one, and rhinoplasty, nose job, is the second. And maybe facelift and breast augmentation and corrective jaw surgery is very popular in Korea.
I see. But it's not just within the country itself. You're actually also seeing that the country is attracting a lot of medical tourists from around the region. Is that so? Have you seen like a doubling or tripling of numbers at your own clinic?
Yes, that's right. Not in my clinic, but in all Korean clinics, they gather more foreigners. So maybe double or triple recently.
What do you think is driving this surge in numbers?
Mainly, we do have very competitive market of aesthetic procedure, surgery and skincare and facial procedures. So we should, if we want to survive in Korea, we should be very talented, and we have good skill and technique. That drive us, I think.
Well, I guess South Korea has also become known for aesthetic treatments and plastic surgery, because the population itself, many people go for these procedures, right? So when the foreign tourists come in, are they looking for similar procedures? What are the more common procedures they want to have?
For foreigners, they don't have enough time to stay in Korea, so they want quick treatment. So plastic surgery like blepharoplasty, eye surgery, nose job, and breast augmentation, and corrective jaw surgery, that is okay. But for skincare, we need some time to treat facial skin. So as a foreigner, that is quite difficult to get
because you need regular follow-up checks for skincare.
So
I guess a visit is not enough.
If any kind of treatment can be done by one treatment, that is okay for foreigners. But if they need many treatments, maybe.
And the bulk of these medical tourists that you see, I mean, where are they coming from usually?
Many foreigners from mainland China and Thailand, Japan, and also Western countries and Singapore, and Southeast Asia, many countries from.
But why do you think they're coming to see you in South Korea versus going to their own doctors in their own country? What is the attraction?
I think we Korean doctors are always thank for K-pop stars.
Grateful for the publicity
they
they've
look
created.
very nice, and that makes people in Asian people think that Korea is very, very good country for plastic surgery.
Yes. I think this has also changed the industry in a way that, some clinics, even come up with attractive travel packages, right? And you promote it overseas through, and you provide from, hotel stay to aftercare almost as one
translations and transport, everything.
Wow. How big is the medical industry, you think, and how medical tourists, how big a percentage are they of the whole market?
Maybe right now, I don't know exact statistics, but maybe 20 or 30% of the budget comes from foreigners
20 to 30%?
in certain part. Gangnam area in Seoul, maybe 20 or 30% of budget comes from foreigners.
Okay, maybe they're going for the Gangnam style procedure. But Dr. Ko, also, I mean, you specialize in hair removal, is that correct?
Yes.
So what are some of the latest advancements in that area? How is it different now? I mean, when we talk about hair removal, can it really be permanent hair removal?
Yes, but we should try our best to get permanent results. So it takes time, and we need 5 or 6 treatments, but it's possible to get permanent results if we treat with a good machine like light shear red or other good machines, and if we try our best, then we can get permanent results.
Tell us more about this technology that you use. It's the latest laser technology, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, we need very strong, high-powered laser machine if we want to get permanent results. So if we use weak machine, then we can get only temporary hair removal results. But if we use high-powered laser, and if we treat strongly, then we can get permanent results.
But the reason sometimes they use a weaker version is they're afraid of some of the side effects, and also because if it's too strong, you may damage some other parts of the skin.
Yes,
right?
So we need good machine to save other part. So if we use good machine, we can targeting hair follicle itself. And we can save surrounding tissues. So if we can damage hair follicle only selectively, then we can get permanent results.
Tell us also about this interesting trend that we see. A lot of people actually want to broaden their forehead, and therefore they push back their hairline, don't they? Is that, I mean, that's a popular procedure that you do.
In Korea, we think that broad forehead means happy life. And maybe it's the same in Chinese culture. So some people who have very narrow forehead, they want to whiten their forehead, and I treat with hair removal. So that's treatment of image change, facial image change.
And does it take a few visits to get it done?
Yes, 5 or 6 visits to get permanent results.
And that's permanent, right? Because essentially you're sort of killing the roots.
Yes,
in that part?
right.
Okay, so that's unfortunate, because on the other end, there'll be other people who want to have more hair, who try to want to have hair transplant, I guess, you know.
Some men want to get more hairs on their scalp, yes.
Okay.
I see. Do you see a lot of medical tourists actually coming for this procedure?
Not yet, but I treat some Chinese people living in Seoul area, but that comes from other countries.
Not from
but there are many foreigners, but they are living in Seoul right now.
In Seoul,
Well, I also have to ask you if there are more women than men, or more men than women, because Seoul and Korea has become very popular for a lot of men also getting groomed, you know.
Yes, 10 years ago I treat only female woman patients, but recently male patients are growing, the number of male patients, and especially male face hair removal, the number of treatment is increasing.
For that clean look, you know, sometimes after you shave, you still
So they never have to shave again?
No.
Wow.
And it looks much younger after.
How long does it last?
Forever.
Forever? Oh.
That's another problem, actually.
So if you ever decide to grow a beard, you can't.
Thank you very much, Dr. Go, for coming in this morning. Dr. Go is a dermatologist from South Korea, speaking to us about the trends and latest treatments in aesthetic medicine.
We're taking off for a quick breather here on the show, but stay with us. We'll talk about a revolutionary